Hi everyone, I'm Soraya. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how I paint over an existing painting. I decided that it wasn't quite right for me anymore and I needed to have a canvas, and I decided, well, I'm just going to paint right over it, and that's what I did. And I am so happy that I did because the end result is beautiful. I love the ethereal look to it, and it is very spiritual painting to me as well. I hope you like it, and let's get right into the tutorial.
And so here is the painting. If you have seen my videos before, you may have even seen when I created this painting. And I do love this painting. There's really nothing wrong with it. It's very dramatic. I love the drama in it, the water splashing down. It is just not within the kind of style that I'm doing now. I really love the ethereal look that I have been painting, and I wanted to change this up to reflect that. So, as with all my paintings, this took a very long time to create and change and transform it to that ethereal look. So, what I'm going to be doing is giving you the highlights on it, but I will be talking to you along the way. So, I didn't really do anything to prep the canvas. This is a 30 by 40 inch gallery wrap canvas. I had varnished the painting itself, but the paint now that I'm using is straight out of the tube. I haven't added anything to it. I just started painting. As you can see, I decided to take out my sponge and work with that instead. On a large surface like that, using a small brush is very time consuming and really not necessary for what I wanted to do. So this is not the first time that I have painted over a painting. I think artists in the past have done it too. I know some people say you shouldn't do that, but I go ahead and do it anyway. And so when it gets to a point like this where it kind of looks really messy and you're not sure what the heck is happening here, I don't worry too much because I know I kind of have my vision of how I want the painting to go, and I keep working until it gets there. So I kept debating whether I should keep those waterfalls or not. And in the end, I thought, this is a new painting. It's not going to work with the vision that I have. So away it goes. So with all the green, I decided that I'm going to add a bit of purple and blues just to tone down some of the green. Like I said, I do like green. I have nothing against it at all. I just wanted to have it a bit more balanced. So this is where the ethereal part kind of starts coming in. You can see that I'm going over, I'm layering over colors. And sometimes the paint is translucent enough that you can see underneath what's happening. And other times it'll be opaque, so you're covering it up completely. Whatever's underneath, you're covering it up. But in this case, I wanted to still see some of that color, have it come through, and it changes it completely. So you can see that as I keep layering the colors, the first layer, that original layer, does come through depending on, again, what the kind of paint that you're using. And even if you're using opaque paint, you're not covering it up completely. So some of that color will come through. So if you're ever wondering whether you should paint over a painting, use that as an experiment for something, and don't put a lot of pressure on yourself. Just try it out, see what happens, and you'll see that some of that layering that you're doing really adds a lot of depth and emotion to the painting. Now, I knew that I didn't want the painting to be very literal, so if it's reminding you of trees or bushes, that's good, but I didn't want it to look exactly like a tree or a bush, so not literal. And the ethereal look was the uppermost in my mind, and that's what I was working towards here. I am very drawn to ethereal paintings. It evolved over time. My style has evolved over time. And I find that I just am very, very drawn to that style. It is a very spiritual connection for me. Whenever I am using the sponge, I use a small amount of paint and I am not pressing hard, just lightly going over the surface. So I try to remember that whenever I'm adding a color that is different, so it's not dark like the other ones that I have been putting on, but like a white, it's going to stand out a lot more. The dark will recede and the lighter colors will approach forward. So keep that in mind. Throughout this transformation, I did try to keep in mind that I wanted to go with the flow. Don't overthink it. Don't sweat the small stuff. Just go along with it. See what happens. If a color doesn't work, move on to the next. And here I'm showing you that I'm using a sponge. It's really, I think, only one or two sponges that I used throughout this whole painting. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. That really helps me a lot. Give the video a thumbs up and leave me a comment if you like. I would always love hearing from you. There's also a little hype button, doesn't cost you a thing. All you have to do is press on that and it lets YouTube know that you like my video and it will send it out to other art loving enthusiasts as well. Thank you. I kept debating whether I should keep that kind of mountainous range in the back there. And in the end, you still can see it, but it's not as prominent. And I really like that. I thought the sky was pretty good. I don't think I changed it much. I liked the way it was looking. Still using that one sponge. Whenever I start using a sponge, it is dry. So it may look used, which it probably is. But I have washed it and I have let it dry. So when I start painting, it is dry. If I add any water to it or any other kind of medium like a matte medium, I will let you know. In this case, there was no water and it was just paint straight out of the tube. So whenever I can, I like to darken up the four corners of the painting. I heard long ago that it is kind of a subtle thing to the eye that kind of draws your eye to where the focal point is. And I've done it ever since whenever I can. At this point, I'm showing you my brush because I've gone back to it for the more detailed work where you can get in there with the finer points of the painting. and back with my sponge to work on some of those clouds in the sky. This area didn't seem quite finished with me, so I went back with my sponge to go over it until I felt happy with it. So near the end of a painting, I'm always kind of going back and forth between a brush and a sponge, depending on what I feel needs to change. The idea behind these kind of lines that I'm creating now is to point towards the focal point. So these are the colors that I use: Liquitex Dioxazine Purple, Liquitex Green Deep Permanent, Amsterdam Turquoise Green, Montmartre Titanium White, Artist Loft Light Blue, and Liquitex Light Olive Green. I used 2 sponges and 2 brushes. So I'm very happy that I decided to paint over that painting. It had been a while that painting had been hanging around the house, and it was starting to really get to me that I could change it and make it something different. And this is certainly very different than what it was. Barely touched the sky, although I did some, and I wanted it again to look ethereal, and I'm loving the colors, kind of soft and muted and dramatic as well. So really loving it all. Very happy with this painting. I'm going to have up-close images for you to see, and click on the link you see now to see more of my tutorials.